Alright guys, so I'm going to work through an example of graphing a quadratic, and I'm going to do it by doing the 6 things over here on the side. We're going to use the discriminant, find the X-intercepts, the Y-intercept, axis, symmetry, vertex, and finally make sure that we have at least 5 points. So let's just start right away. We make sure that this is in the right format, which it is. If I'm looking for the X-intercepts, then it needs to be 0 equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This will allow me to use the quadratic formula. So I'm going to say that a is 1, because that's the number in front of the x squared, b is -6, and c is 8. So I'm going to go ahead and use the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. So this is the discriminant here. So I'm going to put in b, so I'm going to go -6 squared minus 4 times a times c. And when I do that, I'm going to get 36. -4 times 1 is 4. -4 times 8 is -32. Again, if that's too much for you to do it once, then go -4 and then multiply by 8, which will give you -32. 36 minus 32 is 4. Now what this means is that because the discriminant is positive, there are 2 X-intercepts. So let's find them. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep going with the quadratic formula. So we're going to find the X-intercepts now with x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And so from there we'll go ahead and solve for each of those. We already know the b squared minus 4ac, but we'll go x equals -b, now I'm putting it in parentheses like a good little algebra student, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Now I actually already did b squared minus 4ac right here. It was 4, so I'm going to put that in for b squared minus 4ac. So it's going to be 4 all over 2a, and of course a is 1, so 2 times 1. This then gives me -6, which is 6, plus or minus the square root of 4, which is 2, all over 2 times 1, which is 2. I will now go and I'll have 2 different possibilities here. One is 6 plus 2 over 2. The other is 6 minus 2 over 2. 6 plus 2 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4, divided by 2, which is 2. So I can go ahead and I can put those x-intercepts down now, 4 and 2. Next, I want to find the y-intercept. So in order to find the y-intercept, I'm going to make x 0. So I'm going to go ahead and go y equals 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 8. And so I work that out. 0 squared is 0. -6 times 0 is 0. And plus 8. So y equals 8. So that's my y-intercept. So it goes up to 8 right there. All right, check. Then I find the vertex. Now there's 2 ways I can find the vertex. One way to find the vertex is to find the middle of my x-intercepts. So 2 and 4 are the x-intercepts. So the middle, or the average, is then 3. So I go right here. This is the axis of symmetry, which is right in the middle. The other way to get the axis of symmetry is to find the x value of the vertex by doing -b over 2a, which is -6 over 2 times a, and a was 1, and I'm not sure what's going on there, but we got the idea. -6 is 6 over 2, which is again 3. So I've got the x value, which is 3, so my axis symmetry is at x equals 3. And so now I have the x value of the vertex, but I still need the y value because I don't know where on this line it is. So I'm going to put it into my equation. So I'm going to go y equals, and then 3 squared minus 6 times 3. Yep, good little algebra 1 student. There's in my parentheses, plus 8. And so I go y equals 3 squared is 9 minus 18 plus 8, which gives me a total of -1. So when x was 3, y was -1. I can put down that point. And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. My final point can just come from taking this y-intercept, which is 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left, and reflecting it 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right. I now have a nice little graph for my quadratic function. Whoa. Just like that. And we're done. There you go. So there's example number 1.